guys, welcome back to my channel. How you doing today? I hope your days is great. Today Danilo is gonna play live ladder games for you guys, and he is currently playing with this giant graveyard deck, which I think is pretty amazing. We're gonna give you some tips and tricks, something that Danilo shared with me that it's very good to know with this deck. So we're gonna see what kind of games what kind of decks he's gonna face with this particular deck. It is 3.9, it's a little bit more costly. He's around 300 global, so it's pretty high ladder gameplay. And this is what you guys like to see as well. I like to watch those games, and sometimes I don't have a deck to show you, so I was thinking, why not? He is my clanmate and he is playing amazing. Why not show you some high level gameplay and learn some different kind of decks especially for this meta. I honestly don't know what I want to play and what kind of graveyard deck, so maybe I'm gonna take this deck and learn it better. It looks pretty interesting. You have Night Witch, Muskie, and Graveyard. It can be a little bit tricky versus Cycle Balloon decks, but versus this Earthquake decks with the Hogs, you can handle this quite okay. Versus Golem, it can be a little bit tricky. He said you shouldn't wait until double elixir. So yeah, let's see how Danilo is gonna perform. And we have a game against this guy. Let's see, what is he playing? Both players are leaking elixir. It's never a good thing to do. Ooh, the Royale Hogs. They can be really feisty, that's for sure. He has an Earthquake as well. Let's see how Danilo's gonna handle all of these situations. He said that this deck is very good, and if you face like a Golem deck, it can be a little bit tricky, right? Because in double elixir you can be in a big trouble, so it's very good to play versus Golem decks quite a little bit earlier, especially like in a single elixir. So let's see. This is Royale Hogs Classic, and we're gonna start with the giant graveyard. Danilo currently said to me that this is his favorite deck for this season, and if you are searching for a very good graveyard deck, this is the deck for you. With the giant, goes good together. He's playing 3 Muskies and he's not pretty happy about it, but let's see how we're gonna defend those 2 Muskies. Ooh, the Dark Prince is here to fix the situation, but the opponent did use the Heal Spirit, so those Muskies deal a nice amount of damage, but still he did manage to succeed, and it didn't happen that it took the tower down. How are you guys today? Is everything fine? I hope you guys safe, that the corona is, you know, under that everything is fine, because here in Switzerland is getting a little bit better, that's for sure. We have like 50 cases per day, but we had more before, so it's better. Let's see, giant in the pocket here, 3 Muskies on the same lane. Arrows are coming down. Muskie deals damage. 45 seconds left. We look pretty solid here. I need to try this deck out. I had no time, so we are making this video today because I had no time to practice any new deck. For the video, I was like, let's just give you some high level gameplay. Why not? If you like to watch like me, I do like watch high level gameplay. And Danilo is playing the top. In the top 1000 global. So it's always some good gameplay and always some clutch games. It's gonna take the second tower. This looks pretty solid. The Brawler is pretty okay, it's not too bad. Opponent is not happy with this at all. We are in a match against Emiru. Okay, so Danilo did said to me that he thinks that every deck basically that has a building and a poison can be a little bit more destructional, like Wall Breaker Cycle with poison plus Bomb Tower, Graveyard with Bomb Tower and poison. Balloon Cycle decks can be a little bit tricky, but it is not the hard counter since they don't have a great defense versus Graveyard decks. It's a very good deck in double elixir, but versus Golem you should definitely wait. If you wait for the double, you're gonna be in a trouble, so you shouldn't wait. And because of that, the Goblin Cage in hand usually starts the match with it to avoid Golem decks. Sometimes he cycles Snowball or Arrows on opponent's tower too. And Hog Earthquake decks are very popular right now, and he said that it's a little bit easier matchup. So let's see, here we have a Dark Prince, Miner, and we're gonna start. We do have a Brawler, we do have basically everything. Goblin Cage dude is here to save the day. Look at the damage. It's quite difficult for Emiru to defend all of this. Ay, that was quick. We need some slow games for this video, man. Danilo, this was so quick. Okay. First tower already gone. I honestly also prefer this. This looks well like a cool version. Cool version of a giant deck. Goblin Cage here for defensive. For defense, for dealing with this giant. It's gonna be very, very useful. Mega Minion is also distracted. This giant is gonna get 0 hits on our tower. We're looking solid. Defense is on point with Danilo. So giant in the pocket. He tries to always try to pressure that the opponent is not relaxed, that he's not rushing us and making some pushes. As you can see, a giant double prince versus this giant graveyard deck. And the Muskie deals so much damage. 727 on Emiru's tower right there. But now we have a push. This giant is gonna get some damage to our tower. But let's see if we can defend this miner to kill the Night Witch to distract. We're gonna just ignore that and go giant in the pocket and graveyard. Because we do have an advantage, tower was very low. He decided to let's just take those 3 juicy crowns. Why not? Emiru from Star Alliance. Let's see where Danilo is currently. He is currently 245 global with this deck. I'm really looking forward to play this version. Den, who loves Ryaba, our next opponent. So recently I'm an organized person, but I'm trying to be more organized. So recently I'm trying to organize the things in the flat, in the apartment. So I'm not playing that much, but I'm gonna play much more on the weekend. But still I'm gonna go to IKEA. Everything here is reopening. It's open, almost everything is open here. So yeah, let's see, it's Expo. I see Expo deck. We do have a giant, so let's see how Dan is gonna play versus Danilo here. High Muskie to completely destroy this Expo there. Let's see, the Valk is coming. That Muskie is dead. Are we gonna play a big push or not? We're gonna see. Dan is preparing his Tesla, but we're still gonna go with the giant. He's gonna nade up, and Danilo decides to go with the graveyard. The interesting point of this Icy deck is that the opponent does have a Valk. That's quite unusual. Interesting. It is a good amount of damage. Dan is a little bit tilting, I guess. 1,800. Hey, Dan is tilting me in. He is not happy. But he has a little bit different version of the Expo. We can see a lot of Expo this season. You guys tell me in the chat, do you see a lot of Expos? I see that the Expo is the clear winner this season. But it also has a lot of Hog Earthquake decks, so I don't know how much these guys that are playing Expo are facing those kind of decks. Dark Prince, Giant combination here, Muskie to finish the Expo. And he's gonna activate the King's Tower, makes things a little bit more complicated. He does have a Valk. So yeah, we're gonna try to build our pushes. As you can see, Night Witch in the back, Giant on the front. Opponent does prepare himself for the Ice Wizard to slow things down. He does have Nado, and now activation of the King's Tower is gonna be a little bit more trickier for the graveyard. But let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with the Dark Prince on the same lane where Expo is. He's gonna try to defend with the Valk. We are leaking a little bit of elixir. It's getting a little bit trickier. He's managing to get 2 Expos on the field. It's gonna be a deadly, deadly scenario. Night Witch in the back. We're gonna play a Goblin Cage to save this Muskie, but the Expo is still locked on the Muskie. We're gonna arrow this. We don't have a big spell, which can be a disaster here. But it is getting trickier. He's definitely pushing. He has two wizards down. I see wizard. Dark Prince. Oh my god. Giant on time. He's really pressuring. Usually they play aggressive. Usually versus Giant decks you should play aggressive Expo. What I saw many times. Decide to use Tornado to push the Giant back so it's not getting a hit. But he got one hit, which is not bad. The Goblin Cage is here and the Expo is locked to the tower. Didn't went for the Goblin Cage dude, but hey. 1505. We are having elixir lead. We have tower advantage, and now he decided to go with the tornado, which was very unsuccessful. It can cost him the game. That tornado was very bad. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to pull with tornado to get the Expo to activate on the tower, but it was not successful. He is very aggressive with the Expo, which you should be if you wanna play versus Giant decks. Trying to outcycle, and the rocket is here down. It's gonna get a lot of damage on that Giant. Still needs to defend the Goblin Cage dude. I like to call him Goblin Cage dude. I just like it like that. Yeah, the Valk, and we need some damage, and we decide to just snowball arrows just to get the Princess Tower. He's starting to rocket us, which is not good at all. We're going with another graveyard. He has another Valk ready. And since we don't have a big spell, we are in a big trouble. He just starts rocketing us. 372. He's very happy here. Tornado value. A little bit. Wow. He got him. Ouch. And we have a match against this guy. His name is Boss. Danilo did say that that guy played very nicely with activation of the King's Tower. Like, it helped him a ton, and he just decided to rocket cycle in double elixir, play the more aggressive expose, and finish the game on that part. So, let's see. Versus Boss here. Interesting. A lot of symbols in his name. I guess it's in a different color. Both players are leaking elixir. So I'm curious what Boss is playing. We're gonna find out soon what's gonna happen. Snowball comes down. I'm playing my graveyard deck, and I'm not having like super success with it. So I'm gonna try to maybe play on my second account to try to find a deck that I like. I still don't have a deck that I'm like happy with, especially this season is so different. A lot of cycle decks, everything is super fast. Muskie comes down. Muskie, Baby Dragon, Skeletons, and Snowball. The Goblin Cage on the bridge. He wants to save the Night Witch and has a contra push here a little bit potentially, but the opponent does have a Snowball. Dark Prince in the back. Baby Dragon. Snowball the Baby Dragon. Now that Snowball maybe gonna be useful. Maybe we will need it. We're gonna see. It's a graveyard deck. Okay, Muskie's here to protect. Goblin Cage onto the Muskie here. And very aggressive in a single elixir, but he does have a cyclish graveyard deck, which is allowing him to be aggressive because of the skeletons. But let's see what we're gonna do. He did use a poison. Are we gonna go Giant? Yes, we're gonna go Giant. Dark Prince. He has a bomb tower too. Very interesting. A Baby Dragon on defense is gonna help him a lot there to protect, but we're gonna arrow. And now he has a nice contra push here from all of those stuff. Baby Dragon, Knight, and Muskie. He's gonna push Graveyard out of the lane. Naked Graveyard out of the lane, that's interesting. I think he would utilize much more damage if he went on the same lane, but... The baby dragon here, another giant Dark Prince Graveyard push. This time he is using poison and snowballing this Muskie. It must be tough with the bomb tower to try to outcycle these units, but now we are quite equal. It's not that bad. So we are recording this very late at night, so I'm a little bit sleepy, but I think we can handle this. Let's see, giant Graveyard out of the lane, Dark Prince. His Graveyard is, we're gonna snowball that, and our Graveyard is doing so much damage. The Muskie, it was a really like suck situation here. A little bit on the left, a little bit on the right, but hey, he got it. So Danila is currently 248 globally. He said that that guy had a counter with the Graveyard deck, but he was playing that last Graveyard a little bit too aggressively, and he was trying to outcycle his bomb tower in the previous matchup. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen in this one. I hope those tips and tricks are gonna help you guys and help me guys to play this deck. I usually check what the guys in my clan are playing, and then I'm asking them for tips and tricks, and then I'm implementing that into my games. At least I tried that with my, at least I did that with the Graveyard Poison with the Bark Hut that I played, and it was pretty successful. I went 7,200 with it, so cannot complain about it at all. But let's see what's gonna happen here. What is this Mr. playing? I would wish that we try to get as much as different matchups, which is gonna give us a little bit better perspective of the matchups. So I hope that this is something different. It is a golem deck, perfect. So Danilo did told me to play versus golem deck in single elixir. Don't wait double because you're gonna be overwhelmed by his units. And as you can see, giant Night Witch, opposite lane, Dark Prince as well. He's completely going for the 3 crowns. So let's see who's gonna be quicker. He does have a golem here which is very slow. But we're gonna pressure with the Graveyard as well. Let's see. Snowball comes down. Is it gonna be 3 crown because the golem is super slow? You go all in here and you trade towers and you win the game here. As you can see there, he just ignored everything and went for 3 crowns. He's quicker than the golem player. So yeah, especially if the golem player is playing the first card golem in the back. Go for it, other lane. Okay, Danilo is currently 175 global, and the matchup before this one, he said Night Witch in the back, opposite lane, Giant on the bridge, tanking for those 2 first Night Witch bats that were spawning, Dark Prince, and saving the Graveyard for the King Tower. Because you cannot punish with Giant Graveyard isn't a good option versus Golem deck, and because you're probably gonna take 1 tower and your opponent is gonna 3 crown you, so it is a better option to do it how he did it versus golem decks. Okay, we have a game versus 3 muskies. Is it 3 muskies piglets? We're gonna see. Is it again the same story? Giant Night Witch on this side, and we are keeping the Dark Prince for those 2 muskies. It looks like the same deck we already had today with the piggies. It's very popular, this 3 musky piggies deck with the Heal Spirit. We can see that Heal Spirit was a very good option to implement in the side of the game. It's much more versatile than the heal was ever, so it's really good option. And we can see now 3 Musk is more in the meta as well. He's gonna play on the same lane. He knows that Danilo doesn't play a big spell, so it's gonna be a little bit tricky. We don't have Snowball and arrows, but let's see how he's gonna handle this. The Goblin Cage is here on the... He's gonna give this Giant to tank for those Muskie and destroy the Muskies with the Dark Prince. Ooh, but opponent's gonna go now with the Piglets. This is a little bit tricky. We need to defend this. We have a Night Witch for defense here. And we're gonna get 2 hits by the Muskie. It's quite difficult. This 3 Muskie Piglets deck. We're gonna go with the Graveyard here. Let's see how opponent's gonna defend this with a Hunter and Log. Night Twitch, Snowball comes down. Hunter is a little bit more distracted here. He's a little bit slower, and it's giving us opportunity to really deal a ton of damage on his tower. Nice one. He knows that with the Graveyard, if he doesn't have 3 Muskies in hand, he can deal a lot of damage. And now the opponent did nice here. He distracted and tried to keep his Hunter alive. Oof. That's a lot of units here. Snowball, arrows. Beautiful defense. We're not gonna lose this tower. It was looking so dangerous. I need to see this game again. On the same lane, arrows. And then he snowballed and he used the Dark Prince. And now he used the 3 Muskies on this lane. He is really trouble here. Snowball. Muskie's a little bit distracted and arrows come down and 8 seconds left. 6-5. We're gonna destroy those Muskies and try to distract them, and that's it. That's a good game. This was looking scary though. 3 Muskies Piglets, but he defended that quite nicely there. So Danilo did say that the other guy was a beast with 3 Muskie decks. He said that that guy is playing 3 Muskie forever. And it is a little bit hard matchup. It's not an easy matchup, so if you need to watch that game again, feel free to do it. I'm gonna watch it again because that was very, very nicely done. Because you don't have a big monster spell, and he handled that quite nicely. You do have a Dark Prince to handle the Muskies, and he was pressuring at the right time with the Graveyard decks when he knows that he didn't have like a 3 Muskies in cycle. So your opponent was having a Log in Hunter. That was pretty good. And now we are playing against Angel Ramirez. Let's see what Angel is playing. I wish we're getting a lava deck or something like that. I just hope, or balloon cycle, just to see how that is working here. It's this is kind of learning experience with a new deck for me as well. So let's see what we're gonna do here. We're gonna arrow Dark Prince as well. Ice Wizard comes down. We're gonna Muskie that nicely. Opponent is leaking Elixir. Muskie, Ice Wizard, Log, and minions. I have no clue what he's playing. Not for now, but we're gonna see Zap is there. Something special. Let's see. Muskie in the back. We're gonna go on the same lane with the Night Witch. And the Cavalcade. Ooh, Giant on the bridge. Dark Prince. Ooh, he has barbs. Barbs are coming down, but the barbs are down, but the Muskie is still alive, and Ice Wizard. It can be a little bit trouble if that Muskie doesn't die. If he push a push. No push? Ramirez is playing patiently. He's playing Graveyard maybe. A Royal Giant. Okay. Well, that's tough. We're gonna play Goblin Cage in the front of the Goblin, in the front of the Royal Giant, and arrow all of that. Gives a nice. That was a nice, kind of nice defense. Playing Goblin Cage in the front of the Royal Giant and just arrowing in time. Let's see. Royal Giant barbs. It's gonna be tougher. But it's a good thing. It's a different kind of deck, so we can see how he's playing versus a Royal Giant user. There is a lot of Royal Giant decks. A quite popular one with the Delivery and Firecrackers. Fast Cyclish decks. We're pushing here. We know he has those barbs, so we need to defend everything. Snowball, arrows comes down, and Muskie is gone, but the Wizard is still slowing us down, and our attack is just gone here. It's quite difficult to get through. Playing another Giant in the back. Difficult to get through his defense. It's quite tight. He's gonna go barbs again. Dark Prince. We're trying to arrow snowball stuff, but the barbs are surviving and killing us. This time he decided to go with the fireball. We're gonna arrow. Muskie stays alive and protecting the Muskie. That protection of the Muskie can be crucial right now. The Goblin Cage to distract. Muskie's hitting our tower. And we need to defend that Royal Giant right there. It's a lot of damage, but we have a very healthy Giant as well. Snowball comes down by Danilo. Barbs are as well here. And yeah, that's gonna be a GG. Very tough to reach him. He did a ton of damage. And yeah, those barbs. Ouch. And we have a game. Danilo did say that versus that WRLD Giant deck, he need to play much more passively. This is why he lost the game. But let's see what are we gonna face now. It's gonna be a lock bait deck. Princesita Chiquita is here. Ya te quiero, Princesita. Ooh, is it the Dark Goblin with this deck is fast and deadly. Fast and furious, man. Luck comes down. It's very popular deck. Dark Prince. We're gonna try to get the Princess, but he's ready with the Dark Goblin. It's gonna be a nightmare of the deck to reach it. Let's see how he's gonna play versus that deck. It's quite popular this season. Oh, new showdown map. Arrows for the Dark Goblin, and now we have a trouble here. We need to defend everything here, but Muskie and Nightwitch. Yeah. He's gonna punish using those arrows. We have arrows and Snowball, which is quite good for us, but we need to be careful. Very, very careful. His deck is very fast. Princess, he's probably want to save it, but let's see. Oof, he went all in here, man. We need to snowball those things down. We do have a Dark Prince to deal with it. I think he's gonna protect the Princess, but let's see, maybe he doesn't. Nope, he's not. He's gonna completely leave it and play higher Knight, and now he's gonna Princess. We're gonna destroy that with the Night Witch nicely. Dark Goblin, arrowing the Dark Goblin. So the decision is to arrow the Dark Goblin, but then it's gonna be a little bit more tricky. We have a Goblin Cage to deal with the Skelly Barrel, but the problem is the Goblin Barrel. We need to get as less damage as possible. Playing the Dark Prince in the back, those goblins are dealing so much damage to our towers. Doesn't look so good, but I think he's waiting double elixir to attack much more. Yes, Giant in the back. Let's see what's gonna happen now. He's gonna play this down. He has a bomb tower version. Okay, that's not looking good. Not looking good for now. Oh, he's gonna punish those arrows for sure. Completely. And has a Dark Goblin to deal with our graveyard, which is quite tough. Are we gonna take this tower down? We do have a healthy Night Witch and Dark Prince. This tower is going down. We have two Muskies. But the deck is very fast. 3 skeletons. And we're quite equal again. But we need to be very, very precise with those units. We're gonna go graveyard into this. And Giant in the pocket? Look at that! The bomb tower on the corner to push it to the King's Tower. Well played by our opponent here. Another Princess and probably another pressure with a barrel. 1900. Now we are looking solid. We are having an advantage. Goblin Cage for his Skelly Barrel. We have a Night Witch to deal and Snowball for those goblins. We look like we're getting this together. He gave us a very lovely arrow value with the Dark for the Dark Prince, Dark Goblin and Princess. Giant in the pocket. Is it gonna be? Nope, this time not. He does like to push those goblins on the front quite often. Giant? Yes, Giant is coming up. Ooh, the bats from the Night Witch. Look at the bats from the Night Witch. And it's gonna be tower. It's gonna be game. GG. Very well played. keeping arrows for Dark Goblin, and he was trying to, as you can see, handle the barrels with anything else he had in hand. So well played there. Let's see where he finished for this video. 140. It's not too bad. Very, very good, right? Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, definitely consider to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell as well to be notified every single time when I upload. Love you all so much. I hope you guys like it when I invite Danilo. I invite Danilo probably once a week, or sometimes when he's super busy then we don't invite him, but most of the time we do invite him if he has a new deck for this season. So this is his deck for this season, currently 140. He does play a lot of different decks, so don't worry, every season is something different. Bye guys.